the global market for broadcast and media industry. The 14th International Busan Contents Market is going to be held online, a 40-day-long online market for trend leaders in global broadcast and media industry. Our virtual exposition is ready for more than one.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the BCM 2020 Global Pitching. My name is Serena Yoon, your host for today's meaningful event. And I'd like to thank all of you for your online and offline presence today to promote investment in broadcasting video contents. First, I'd like to introduce the chairman of the Executive Committee of the BCM Organizing Committee, Day-1, who will open our event with his opening speech. Please welcome Mr. Hwang with a big round of applause.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Hwang Yi-an, Chair of Executive Committee of BCM. Thank you very much for being with us out of this difficult times. Despite the difficult times, thank you for joining us. I'd like to welcome the online audience and those who are working in the broadcasting field at Korea and other countries. This year marks the 14th year of BCM. BCM used to be held in May, but this year it was put off to November due to the coronavirus outbreak. The most important market was created in our website. It is a virtual website, a virtual place. And we are also doing the Digital Academy Conference at the same time with this. The COVID-19 has presented us a very unique experience. I think many people are suffering due to this circumstance. But still, we can gather together virtually thanks to the Korean government's excellent job at responding to the virus. And now we have people in this room, and we have judges who are making investment in Korean content. I'd like to introduce you every one of them, but for the interest of time, I will skip it. And we also have 19 entries in this market. And every single content is valuable. And I have taken a look into those contents. So I wish we can enjoy this time. And I believe the judges will have a hard time picking only one winner. And I'd like to say this Busan Contents Market will provide the entries and the producers with an important opportunity. If you can perform better, the organizing committee of BCM can have a more budget next year. And this is an annual event. The coronavirus will compel us to hold this event online next year as well. But if we can open up the international air flight next year, maybe we can meet in person next year. But even if it doesn't happen, as we can gather here virtually, we can still meet together. And we also have participants from COEX in Seoul, and we also have participants who are joining us from New Zealand, Hong Kong, and China. We are experiencing a new global platform, and this will be an experiment for us this year, and next year we can have a better platform and better conference venue. And I sincerely wish we have a success for this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chairman Huang. This year's BCM Global Pitching will be held in a heated contest of 19 production companies, which will be selected through 4 preliminary screens for 2 days, today and tomorrow, and drama, animation, film, documentary, and the promoting local small producers will be screened through 5 different fields, and the winners in each field will be announced tomorrow afternoon. In particular, the local productions development projects have been supporting contents development, support, sales, investment promotion, and marketing since 2019 to revitalize the Busan contents industry. And through this, greater contents are being produced, and we are trying our best to drive growth of local, small, and medium film and video industry producers. Next, allow me an honor to introduce our judges who are here today. First, the ones who are here actually joining us physically. We have Kwon Ho-jin, CP Executive Director of SBS MediaNet Drama. Welcome. Shin Arim, Head of the Production and Investment Division of Ace Maker Movie Works. Chang Sung-yup, Director of KTV Network, and Anthony Guscott, Creative Director of Spinkles on Top from New Zealand. And we also have those who are joining us online. We have Oh Sang-min, Director at KB Investment, who is joining us from COEX in Seoul. Young Lee, the CEO of Storyberry, who is joining us from Canada. Welcome. And last but not least, we have Mr. Li Fei, who is the Department Director of IGE, who is joining us from China. Welcome. Thank you. And now we will begin the BCM Global Pitching 2020. The panel of judges will write a review sheet online and then submit them to each section during the presentation. So let us begin with the drama. First in line is Let's Play Singyang, presented by Krisha Media. This piece is a children's drama featuring a fantasy time travel that goes into the forgotten history of Korea through Korean folk play and finds jobs in the past and present. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Let's Play Singyang.
네, 안녕하십니까. 저는
Good morning, everyone. I'm Bang Moon-gyun. I'm a producer of 승경아 놀자 Let's Play 승경. First of all, I'd like to introduce you how we plan this drama. First genre of this drama is a children's drama because we have only a few children's drama. Maybe Korean tradition is not a common subject to be used for children's drama, but if we can integrate into different types of jobs, they will make the drama interesting. That is how we planned for this drama in the first place. We are working for this drama with G14 Entertainment. We are targeting 2021 to broadcast and air this drama in KBS and MBC and EBS, and we are in talk. Mostly we are in talk with KBS. The log line will be, I will look deeper into log line in later slides. And this has 25 episodes, and each episode is 25 minutes long. As I said earlier, we plan this drama because we want to look into different types of jobs and we want to integrate them into tradition. Let's say grown-ups watch TV, they watch a costume drama, and children may ask them questions like the prosecutor, the chief prosecutor, what's the equivalent of a chief prosecutor in the Joseon dynasty? Only a few grown-ups would answer the question. The grown-ups have learned history at school, but they almost forgot the history. And now you are seeing children these days, they are almost gluing or sticking to their cell phone. They always carry their cell phone wherever they go. We have to learn the past to build a better future. So I think it's a grown-up's responsibility to educate and teach children about the country's past. So I hope this drama will give children an opportunity to look into the past so that they can build a better future. All countries in the world have to learn their past to create a better future. And let me briefly explain to you how we play Seungyeong. And this play was enjoyed by people like 600 years ago. Most famously, Admiral Lee Sun-shin played this game. And this game is not limited to Korea. Anyone in any countries can play this game because this game features about 1,000 different jobs. And Seungyeongdo, you may think it is similar to the movie Jumanji. As you saw in the movie, children can see this play in a simple way. History may sound a difficult subject to children, but if children can learn history through this game, they will take a simple approach to the subject. This is a synopsis of Seungyeongdo. Let's say children are watching TV with their parents, and the children start asking a question. Dad, what is the prosecutor in the Joseon dynasty? What is Daesahon in the present time? What is Ijo Panso? Who did the prime minister's role in the past? And do you think that all grown-ups can answer those questions? I think people these days have forgotten our history because they are so addicted to the media coverage through social media or cell phone. So the parents suggest and offer the children to play this game. And this play has a magical power because it can enable the children to have time travel. So we've been working on presentation of history, but we have been lacking the dots to connect the past and the present. That is why we chose a time slip to connect the past and the present. And here we'd like to use different types of jobs to provide the children who play this game with different experiences. So by playing this game, children can learn what different jobs did in the past. And in this slide, you can see Korean traditional jobs. Those figures in history, especially jobs in the past, were occupied by males only. And we will feature a girl who wants to be a girl group, a singing group member. And we've tried to find an equivalent to a girl singing group member in the past in our history. Excuse me. I'm so nervous, so that is why we plan to feature this famous women figure, Shin Sa-imdang. And let's imagine that Korean language will disappear for good. But the children in the drama can take a time travel to restore the Korean language, Hangul. And that is one of the episodes. And the children can take a time travel to meet with Admiral Lee Sun-shin. For example, Admiral Lee Sun-shin is sent to exile, and he was having a hard time. If he couldn't have survived the hard time, he wouldn't be marked in history. If King Sejong didn't create the Korean language Hangul, children these days wouldn't have had their own language. So we have to remember how hard the king worked and his subjects worked to create the Korean language. And we would like to feature this in a 4D creation. And we've been working on this production earlier this year. And shooting will start next March. And now you are seeing the breakdown of our budget. And I'm going to play a video for you. And this slide shows a kind of certificate that we received from KBS for this drama. As I said at the beginning of the presentation, we are in talk with KBS for broadcasting this drama. And we have summarized this breakdown of budget. And now I'm going to play the video for you.
이 영상은 지금 저희가 그 벌추럴 리얼
As you can see here, we adopted the virtual reality shooting. So our drama can be seen and shown in 4D, not just 2D. This is a cutting-edge technology. So we are trying to use a cutting-edge technology, and we are working with this technology provider. And the same technology was used for the movie Jumanji. And the service provider, they are working with us for this children's drama. As you can see here, in children's drama have been made mostly in 2D, but we are trying to incorporate 4D. You may think children's drama are so cheesy or childish, but we'd like to add this new technology so that we can feature new dimension of children's drama and make it look more sophisticated. And let's play Seungyeong, as I said earlier. This is a fantasy. And with this drama, I wish children do not forget our history and do not forget the time when we didn't have cell phones or the social media. And children can experience, by playing this game, our history. They can experience our history. And before I wrap this up, I'd like to introduce you this drama. This is a youth drama. I planned this drama because I want to deliver a message that children and the youth should have hope for the future. And I also made a drama for the older people. We have been focusing too much on commercial side, but I'd like to suggest that we create a drama for children and the youth. That is why I'm standing here today. Thank you very much for listening.
Let's Play Singyang. And as I was hearing his presentation, I was thinking, oh man, I could get help from watching Let's Play Singyang because I don't know much about the job titles from Joseon Dynasty either. Well, actually, this presentation has spent all the allotted time and we don't have the time left for the Q&As. Maybe you could wait until all the presentations are over and we'll have another round of Q&A session. Okay, thank you very much. We will move on to the next presentation. It is called The Ghost Doctor by Chocolate Pictures. So the two souls, each a fraud and a genius doctor, meet by chance to fake their position in the hospital and experience the conflicts and harmony that are prevalent in our society through patience, showing the process of realization on human life. So, if you are ready, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Ghost Doctor with a big hand.
안녕하십니까?
Hello everyone. I'm Kim Sol-mae from Chocolate Doctors, producer. Let me tell you about the story of the ghost doctor. The genius doctor is dead due to some reason, but she could not leave this world. But the female scammer came into his place, and then the two of them land a job in the hospital by concealing their identity. So they got together, and they live in the hospital. They watch all the patients, and they realize the very precious life of the human being, and that they grow up as the full character of life. And the structure of the episode, so as the patients come into the hospital, they have all their own story, such as the youth employment and the youth, like a conflict, generation conflict, and the problems of the old citizens. So the all kind of social issues can be covered in the drama, so that we can give a chance for the viewers to look back their life and look back our society. The embassy and we are discussing the airing slot and airing time, and the director will be the lead by the embassy if we make a deal with the embassy. And the time will be the 70 minutes with the 16 episode, and the broadcasting date is scheduled for the November 2021, and the production cost will be for 8.1 billion won. So it is like average cost of the K-drama nowadays. The synopsis is what I told you before. And this is anticipated casts. So for the female characters, we are rather focusing on the character itself. So their appearance will be like the shape of the scammers, with no eye folds. And then the male character will be done among these men, and depending on the casting, the production cost can go up too. And the most important thing in our production is this. Our company is producing the drama in Seoul before, but we moved to Busan right now because Busan is the symbol of the film nowadays, but film is not produced in Korea. Only location. Busan was the mere location for the movie and the film so far. So I hope the Busan can have the true production city, which makes a drama and the film. So we wanted to have these future vision of Korea, so that the Busan embassy and we can work together. So all the basic information was inside the slides, and the budget is always the problem. So we will find out the financing source, and if the financing source is secured, and we will pursue the project immediately with the Busan embassy. And this is not just the problem of the producing company. We have to talk with the Busan Metropolitan Government. And the Busan Metropolitan City is also shared the idea with us, and we gave the presentation to them. But due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we are a little slowed down, but when the situation gets better, we will have a close relationship with the Busan Metropolitan City to pursue this project going on. This is a production schedule, and so far we finished the synopsis. And from January next year, we will start the script. And around April and May, we will do the business agreements and attracting investment. And from fall, we can crank in, and then we will be on air the 2022 December. And this is the production cost. It's around 3 billion won. So maybe the profit is around 3 billion won, and the production cost will be 11 billion won. But if we make success, our profit will go up. But the structural profit of the drama is a little different from the film. So we do not have a total loss from the failure of the drama, which is different from the movie. But from this summer, we will earn the profit. So the production cost, the expenditure will be the 8 billion, but that is we don't need all that money. Even though we have the 8 billion, if we just secure the 3 billions, we can make the 8 billion drama. That's the structure of the drama. So that's how I made up with this production cost sheet. And we are the Busan company, but we had an experience in the Seoul market, and I'm a producer, and this is all the drama I was involved in. I'm a little ashamed to name every single my project, but our company was established in the 2016, and we had this kind of a project so far. And you will see the mask of the dream at the bottom. And last year, I moved to China and produced the Chinese drama. Looking at the Chinese market, this is a low-budget film, but we could earn a huge profit. So maybe we will try the Chinese drama more and more in the future. This is under review now. So the January next year, it will open to the Tencent online. So this is all from the Ghost Doctor Chocolate Pictures.
By Chocolate Pictures. So, it is now time for the judges to ask any questions you might have. Just raise your hand, and you could turn on your mic and then ask your questions. Mr. Kwon Ho-jin, go ahead.
안녕하십니까.
Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for your presentation. Nowadays, the airing is important, but for drama, OTT platform is also very important. So do you have a plan for OTT platform? Yes. So I'm a drama producer so far, and I felt the sales channel in the overseas country is difficult to find. So all are included in our plan. In the past, it was Japan, and then we moved to Chinese market, and now we try to do it in the Vietnamese market. But final destination was OTT platform. So the OTT platform is included in our basic plan. So we have to discuss this with the Netflix. We didn't do it yet, but when we go into the Chinese market or Japanese market, they just bought the Korean drama, but the Netflix is doing the casting. So they will confirm the casting first, and then they will discuss with us. So yes, I will make a contact with the Netflix or the OTT other platforms.
Yes, Ms. Shin Adam, go ahead.
Thank you for your presentation. I'm wondering, so now you are on the stage of the synopsis and move on to the script stage. But the writer is very important for the drama. But there is no introduction about the writers. Which writers are you thinking to work with? So yes, we don't have a high name value for the writer. So embassy also wanted to add one more writers. This is the off record, but the Busan embassy also told me those kind of recommendations. So if this project go into more specifically, we will have the famous writers, one more famous writer, so that she or he can review the older scripts, and that's what we discussed with the Busan embassy so far.
Anybody else? Okay, Mr. Guscott. Guscott.
지금 리윤 메인 캐릭터예요.
So in the main character, what is the journey in the season 1? What the main character's Ian's, what's her journey in the total season 1?
그 여정이 정확하게 어떤 식으로 이렇게 스토리가 흘러가는지에 대해서
조금 더 스토리에 대해서
So let me tell you more specifically. She's a scammer, and she made the big jackpot, and then she want to live a normal life, and she is now escaping, and she is running away. But she accidentally got the soul of the doctor, so she can land a job in the hospital in fake. So the scammer, she knows only she knows that she was a scammer, but now she's a doctor. And accidentally, she now heals the people, help the people, and then she grows up as the true woman and true person.
move on. Okay. Thank you very much. That was Ghost Doctor by Chocolate Pictures. Okay. Please give them another big round of applause. Thank you. All right. Next, we have Peter Pat Thump by Sogumbit Media. The title alone makes us smile. It is a story of 4 girls who overcome their difficult circumstances by adding fantasy to their actual story with trot and let their dreams run free as they unite to one. Let us meet Peter Pat Thump with a big round of applause.
안녕하세요.
Good morning, everyone. I'm the producer of Peter Pat Thump. And this is a human fantasy drama, and one episode is 10 minutes long, and we will create about 12 episodes. And this drama features protagonists, 4 girls. The 4 girls spend their teens, and they will form a girl singing group called Gloria. Here we are going to add trot and time roof to make this a fantasy so that we can attract more teens as our target audience. And the protagonists, the 4 girls, they are very passionate and enthusiastic, but there are more than that in this drama. We will show the journey of the 4 girls. And the characters, they were once a very selfish people, but they will grow up. And we will also show a brief moment of choice will create a butterfly effect. This is the story. Hyuna was called Kimyona of the dance world. She had won the first place at the world dance competition, but she suffered a lower back injury, and she met with 3 other girls, and they agreed to form a girl singing group. But they have many challenges. But right on the day right before their debut, they are trapped in a time loop. But they work so hard and they unite each other so that they can make their debut on stage. This is a very touching story. And Hyuna, the protagonist, she used to be on Spotlight, and I'm going to show you a video that will feature Hyuna. As you just saw in the video, Hyuna was the Kimyona of the dance world. Another member of the girl group is Nayul, who had been called the Songain of the folk song world. And another member is Minji. And the last member is the songwriter of the group, and she is called Genius. And she is 19 years old, and the 4 girls are the protagonists of this drama. And the slide shows the story of each episode, but I'm going to skip it since we are running out of time. And there are more casts. The producer of the girl group will be Park Hae-jin. We are trying to cast him. And there is a mentor for the 4 girls. We want to have a mentor who can encourage the 4 girls so that they can grow up. That's the storyline we want to create. So we'd like to cast a singer, an old singer, who can be a good influence to the 4 girls. So we cast this singer, Hyun-soo. She is well known as a daughter who is very good to her parents. We are going to also cast a famous choreographer who created choreographs for famous singers and girl groups. And there will be more casts in the drama. Next, before Chae-yoon joined the group, the three girls practiced this choreograph. Let me play the video.
사랑해요 바보 바보 몰라요 몰라 사랑을 몰라 미워요 미워요 내 사랑 몰라요 몰라 사랑을 몰라 어떻게 떠나요 넌 정말 바보 내 사랑 바보 아직도 사랑을 모르니 잊지 마요 기억할게요 사랑해요 바보 바보 바보야 바보야 넌 정말 바보야 아리 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 똥똥똥 바보야 바보야 내 맘을 왜 몰라 아리 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 똥똥똥
Let me ring your bells.
저희 제작진
Let me introduce you the staff members of this production. I'm the executive producer and director Kim Sang-chan, who produced 복면다로, who directed 복면다로, and other professional staff members will be on board to create this drama. Next, the slide shows the profit structure of this drama. We are going to use platforms including KakaoTalk and Netflix, and we will also have product placement in the drama. We can generate profits from the product placement, and we are in talk with other broadcasting stations and these platforms. And Lotte will be in talk with us for their sponsorship. And 25% of the girl group will be reinvested in the production of another drama. The next slide shows the schedule of the production. And you can also see the breakdown of our budget. And we have just completed the script of the third episode. And by January next year, we are planning to complete the storylines of, and specifically the scripts of all episodes. The total budget of a production will be 670 million won. Lastly, the slide shows my biography. And this is my first time to create a web drama, but I've been spending the past 28 years in creating dramas. And my goal is to create value-adding content. And lastly, I'd like to say this is a rare chance for me to present my content. So I was very nervous.
It's for the Q&A session. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand. And those of you who are joining online, you are also, more than welcome to ask any questions.
질문이 하나 있는데요.
I have a question. Can I ask a question?
저기 이야기 내용이나 훅을
The storyline, the hook, they are amazing. I think this will be a very interesting story. And I like the story arc, and you are trying to show performance as well. But if that's the case, isn't the episode too short if it is only 10 minutes? Yes, that is why we are considering to produce only 10 episodes, and each episode is longer than 10 minutes. But on one hand, the teenagers, they are not trying to watch an episode that is longer than 10 minutes. But we are still talking that whether we have to make a 20-minute long episode, and that 20-minute episode can be aired on Netflix.
Yes, Mr. Kwon, go ahead.
네, 잘 들었습니다.
Thank you very much for your presentation. And my impression was that this is your girl group version of 복면 다로, the movie. So who is your target audience, specifically main target audience? The teens, the teenagers. We are not trying to emulate or copy 복면 다로, even though the directors are the same. That the director, when he created and when he made 복면 다로, he had a different message to deliver. And with this drama, I believe he has a different story to tell.
Promotion plan.
홍보 계획.
홍보계.
예.
저희는
The girl group members, they are the essence of the promotion. They can promote this drama by themselves. Web drama. The girl group will make their debut next March. And they will appear in TV programs, and this drama will be aired next July. And they are very special kids, and we traveled across the nation to find them.
Watching this drama. Thank you very much. That was Peter Pat Thump. All right, we will now move on to the next piece. It's called the Z High Office by Free Tonic. A high school student from the Z generation steals her older sister's ID to get a job at DEO, the best cosmetics brand in Korea, to make her favorite idol the model for the company. So, if you are ready, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Z High Office with a big hand.
반갑습니다.
Hello everyone, nice to see you all. I am here with the Z High office, and I am the Shin Jong-wook from the Free Tonic. Z High office is a drama which means Z generation Seung-hyun, the high school student, wanted to make his idol a model for the cosmetic company. So he got a job in the marketing company of that cosmetic companies. It was by this concealing his ID. This is a short form drama with the 20 to 25 minutes, and we planned these for the target with the global broadcasting. So we worked with the SBS Mobility, which is a web channel, and in some country it can be the OTT, and the Asahi Kyushu broadcasting station with the KBS in the Japan. So this is a story about the Z generation high school student. He got a job. He got a disguised job at the cosmetic company, but he's still the high schooler. So he tried to learn how to work in the company, in the organization. So there are so many happenings and episodes and stories from the unexperienced high school students in the company. So she covered her ID with her sister's residence security number, but she is a new one to the society. So she can have a more the fresh idea sometimes. So it is a story about all the happenings going through those kind of experiences. But her purpose is to make her idol a model for the cosmetic product. So she works so hard. So, but it is not an easy task. And especially the Z generation and the millennium, the generation and the older generations are so busy to help the Z generation. So she should survive on her own. So she makes her own strategy to make her idol a model of that company. So that's the like a whole story.
그리고 이제 저희가 캐스팅을 안 해주잖아요. 이 드라마의 특색을
So the special point of this drama is about the K-beauty and K-pop idols and teenagers and the short form, the web drama, which is favored by the Korean teenagers. So in order to suit those kind of all needs, we wanted to have a wonderful castings. And these are the producers, the chief producers. He's Kim Do-jin, the CP, and he produced these kind of films and TV programs. And she has a next one is experts in the teenage dramas, who is the Seo Won, the director. And the Crank In will start from the next March. So I finished my presentation so quickly in order to show you the video clip and what kind of our strategy and what kind of planning do we have. Oh, sorry, it's not the video clip. It is another presentation. So the short form drama and the web drama had the problems in terms of the profits. So when we made a short form drama, how can we earn the profit? That was the most important thing for us. But there is a limitation to sell the copyright. So we wanted to find out which is the most profit from the short form drama, and that was the fashion or the cosmetics. So we selected the cosmetics as the selling point. And the overseas broadcasting stations and the OTT platform is interested in the merchandise or goods distribution in order to make up the low profit from the short form drama. So I wanted to make our drama as the good example of the marketing for those kind of merchandise, and we will use the sales channels like department stores and the online stores. For example, like we can say that Zetco office multiplied by X, the Asahi Kyushu, X Taco. Those kind of merchandise will be our first strategy. Then what will we sell? So we have the OEM cosmetic companies called the ECIS, and then they launched the Mediheal, the mask pack, with the BTS faces on the cover. So we made this kind of story in our products. According to our synopsis, the one high school students go into the cosmetic companies and So he will make his own product there, and we will make actual products from the story too. So there will be the PPL, and this is the entertainment with the beauty products. So we will have our own the 1 million the YouTuber. So she will be on the drama as a YouTuber inside the drama, and she will introduce the product inside the drama. So because that gets most hits in the YouTube content. So with the YouTuber, with the millions of the viewers, we will have a collaboration.
저희는 가장 최고의 가장 좋은 드라마, 가장 좋은 드라마도 만들었고.
So we made a wonderful drama. Plus,
거기서 이제 나온 모든 굿즈들 저희가 판매.
we will sell the goods and merchandise from the drama, and then it will make the live commerce. This is a business model, a famous business model nowadays, popular model with the influencer. So we plan this kind of things, and we will also have the one source multi-use, because we will have idols in our drama. So we will feature the idols we have, and then we will also make it as a webtoon through the collaboration. Our final goal of this drama is we have so many investors and the broadcasting service and the OTT platforms. So our goal is to navigate the world so that all the stakeholders of drama can win-win.
Office from Freetonic. So it is now your turn, judges, to ask any questions you might have. Yes? Mr.
너무
Thank you.
잘했는데요. 너무 빨리.
It is a really nice presentation, but you went too quick. What is the budget? So it will be the running time of 240 minutes, and the budget is around 500 million won. And we have a sales strategy of the ECs, and then we will get the funding from it.
Yes, Ms. Shin?
Thank you for your presentation. The overall story is more about the focusing on the profit model rather than the contents. So you are contacting with the platform already, maybe. So they already had a discussion. You had already discussion with the platforms. So what was the reaction from those OTT platforms? So content is fun or not? Are you asking? So what kind of content do they accept? How do they accept? So web drama itself, it's on the web, on the TV and the OTT, and then it is called a short form drama now, according to the agreement of the COCA. So we call it the short form drama.
Thank you. We got 30 seconds. Maybe one more short question. Going once, twice. We're good? I guess the presentation was quite thorough. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him another round of applause. Thank you. Moving on. The last but not least, awaiting is the Ghost Restaurant from Seoul Donghwa Pictures. It is a drama based on the humor and laughter with the story of Korean traditional sacrifice culture, the lesson of Korean traditional wedding ceremony for the younger generations, and the pain and love of the displaced forgotten by adults. This content was especially selected from the local production development projects. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Ghost Restaurant with a big round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Keith. I'm a CEO of Seoul Donghwa Pictures. First of all, it's very honored to be participating in first online BCM event, also participate in the global pitchings. Seoul Donghwa Pictures founded in 1982. It's most oldest film production in Korea. We made 77 films, including 26 animation films as well. The web drama I will introduce today, the title name is, excuse me, Ghost Restaurant. Korean title name is 귀곡 식당. Believe it or not, there are ghost story in every country. The difference of Korean ghost is maybe I said, excuse me, the resentment with the humor. It has been spread from the mouth to mouth with the familiars and a satire favorite for a long time in Korea. If I may introduce by type from the left, a beggar ghost. If your food in the refrigerator got a sours without any reasons, we will say that probably the beggar ghost ate first. And the next one is virgin ghost, and following is toilet ghost that I'm most afraid of when I was a kid. My uncles told me that she suddenly appears and scarily asking, do you want a red toilet paper or blue toilet papers? And I was really scared to go in the bathroom by myself. And the next one is a baby ghost, and a bachelor ghost, and a drowned ghost, or you might say it, water ghost, and a bride ghost, and a filial ghost, the pretty ghost. This one's making it spread all the virus. I think it's COVID-19, maybe he's spread it too. And the last one is Grim Reapers, or Angel of Death. It will look different than West country. And also there are many other traditional ghosts in Korea, and they keep their resentment. The Ghost Restaurant is a fantasy drama's generation empty. It's been produced based on a fairy tale story with the humor and sadness. Through these dramas, we try to show forgotten traditional ritual culture, or you might say it is ancestral rite and ritual food recipe. Most important is the longing and pain of displaced people who survived the war, and also what our ancestors scared, afraid of after death. And also we try to reinterpret traditional we keep through these dramas. Our ancestors have often satirized life story in ghost story. In fact, there are many proverbs in Korea that refer to ghost story. For example, sounds of ghost eating peeling rice seed. Korean tradition is maybe I say it, 귀신 씨나라 까먹는 소리 하지 마라. This means don't talk about nonsense. And other meaning in it, I think it's funny and sad. Say our ancestors threw many words and stuffs, so there's nothing to eat left, even the ghost. As such, Korea is an inseparable correlation between ghosts and living people, and also Korean ghosts showing their karma when they're living. And here's a summary of a synopsis. The 90-year-old restaurant's owner who just got married bride in North Korea city in Hungnam, 1950, when she was 19 years old. And her husband suddenly joining the North Korean army due to the war, which is Korean War. And and she lost contact with her husband. And she evacuated Busan alone during Hungnam evacuations. And war was over with the ceasefires, but she could not go back to her hometown because they have a truce line. And she did not know her husband's life or death, but only hear from the many years later, her husband wasn't alive at the war. To survive, she ran a small soup restaurant, starting with a soup stall in street market. And many years later, when she turned 90 years old, which is this day, and suddenly she got ability to see communication with the ghost. The first ghost she saw, the hungry ghost, she gave her warm meat soup. And the ghost asked her as appreciation for a wish, and she wanted to know her husband's soul or even date he died, because she wanted to hold a memorial service before she died. But the ghost cannot grant unexpected wish, but he promised and looked for it. To get more help from the ghost, eventually she closed her old restaurants and opened a ghost restaurant in the mountains and run every night, midnight to dawn. This restaurant serves meat soup, but does not contain any seasoning such as garlic, green onions, and salt, because Korean ghosts, they can eat with that seasonings. And jujube tea and rice cakes for dessert. And ghost customers replaced the meal pay to found her husband's ghost and became this restaurant's ghost Michelin guide of the ritual food to the ghost. These restaurants open like this, hear the story of all the ghosts, and containing the episode in sad and fate destiny of the virgin ghost who committed suicide, and the ghost that scolded by ancestors for not performing ancestral rite because he is a religion. And story about the man who died in a car accident who does not know became a bachelor ghost. And of course, the sad story and a beautiful story with her husbands and her granny. And there are also that can imitate every voice, called Jang Sambam, in legendary monster in Busan, tried to eat granny because ability about her ability to communication with the ghost. And then there have many other episodes with the traditional ghost. And we're also making it on webtoons. So far, we're making it the 4th episode completed, and probably showing up in the down webtoons. And we try to show these stories through many sources possible, like theaters or musical arts. And here's the main characters. We'll skip the grannies because I explained earlier. And the next one is Angel of Death with Grim Reapers. While he's chasing, he became a regular customer in this restaurant, visiting every night for his favorite jujube tea and low chestnuts, and look for the news about her husbands instead of paying for the food. And because of his job's matters, all the ghosts fear him. But in fact, he only worked for the guide who sold over the death to the afterlife. And even he have a warm heart too. And next ghost is Granny met first, the ghost. He teach the most recipe of ritual food. And the next one is Young-woo. He's not a ghost, he's a living man. He's son of that old ghost. And he ever said a story about his father and lover lost it one same date. And the next one is Virgin Ghost. She had a sad story that she cannot go into afterlife because she committed a suicide. And we think suicide is also sin because it's a crime of killing itself. And various traditional ghost story and Korean King of Hades appeared this drama, of course, and her husband's ghost. And here's our veteran step. I will skip it because of time. We have a 10 episode scenario is ready, about 15 to 20 minutes, and modified OTT dramas. And production cost is about 840,000 US dollars. And I expected earlier, Ubi drama can smiley and warmly share sadness without any lot of CG. And we have lots of setups, especially perfect filming locations and traditional clothings, sponsorships, and also theme music is ready. Because of COVID-19 first of the schedules, we supposed to be cranking in last February, but because of COVID-19, we've been rescheduled. Approximately anticipate 30 days of shooting periods, and we'll be ready for next February, probably crank ins. And I'm there to assure you get sad and beautiful emotion in the scene of Granny meeting her husband's ghost. Thank you. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you very much. That was the Ghost Restaurant from Seoul Donghwa Pictures. Do we have time? Yes, maybe for one or two questions from the judges. Yes? No? All right. I guess the presentation was quite... Oh, yes, we do have one.
You said you will make this into an OTT content, and each episode will be 15 to 20 minutes. Did I understand it right?
And it's actually web dramas, but we can modify the OTT drama also. Because we got so many episodes and story about the Korean traditional ghost, we can show that many sources possible, like webtoons and other things. But said is we got 10 episodes ready.
Okay.
그럼 이게 10회차에 대해서 전체적인 스토리 아크가 있고.
So you have the whole story arc for each episode, and you already did you already complete the arc and storyline for all of the 10 episodes?
Main story is she looking for her husband's ghost, what she lost in Korean War in the north side. And each episode showing up with their customer, which is a ghost, like a virgin ghost and a bachelor ghost, and then she sometimes is messengers, and sometimes she have for the reserve the receipt. Yeah.
네. 네. 시간상 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다.
Due to time constraint, let me wrap this up here.
Pause. So there we have listened to all the 5 drama presentations, and we'd like to allow a little more time for the judges to give, ask a little more questions to any of the 5 presenters today. So if you have missed your chance to ask questions to any of them, this is your chance. Yes, Mr. Lee.
서울동화 쪽에 질문이 있습니다.
동화.
I have a question for Seoul Donghwa Pictures.
네, 잘 들었습니다. 이게
Thank you very much for your presentation. Is it animation or live action? It is live action. We already started working on making it into a webtoon drama. And we've completed 4 episodes for the webtoon format. As I mentioned earlier, there were many attempts to turn this into a theater play or a musical, and the storyline unfolds with Korean traditional ghosts, and the storylines also feature the pain and sadness of those who were displaced by the war, the Korean War. And as you may know, the number of people who are displaced by the war is decreasing. And we will also show Korean rituals. And Seoul Donga Pictures has been producing films, animations, and web dramas and webtoons. So we'd like to use as many sources as possible with this storyline. I have another question. It is a very good idea to utilize Korean traditional stories. So do you have signed or formed partnership with over-the-air broadcasting stations or any other platforms? We've been talking with KNN, for example, but since we started this with a web drama in the first place, so we prefer Kakao TV or other web platform. But as you know, the number of OTT platforms is increasing, but we haven't decided anything yet.
As we all know, the first presentation, 승경아 놀자, right? Let's play 승경. Didn't get a chance to, field questions. So, yes, Ms. Shin, go ahead. And let's play 승경. Mr. Park Moon-gyun, please come up. Yes, thank you.
아까 이제 PT 자료에는 있었던 것 같은데.
I think I saw this on your slide, but you skipped through it. So I'd like to ask you again. This is a question about your budget. First of all, sorry for being too nervous on stage. In answering your question, my budget is 2 billion won. And as I said, we are working on this with a 4D technology company. And 500 million won will be spent on creating the VR content. I have another question. So you said you're going to add this cutting-edge technology that we saw in the movie Jumanji, and you've been working with this technology company. Yes, correct. The game board, 승경도, it has magical power. And we have 20 episodes, and we are going to feature 10 different protagonists. And each protagonist will take up one square box. And the kids in the drama will work with the protagonists to take a time travel and to experience different jobs. And the name of the technology company is CG. So I think you can expect what you saw in Jumanji in this drama.
어린이 판타지 드라마를 표방하고 계십니다.
So you are trying to create a fantasy drama for children. So do you have any merchandising plan that you make out of this drama? Yes, I plan to tell you this. We have unique characters and we have a board game. And we are talking with the Education Bureau over this drama. And I've met this person from China. The person is working for the Education Bureau in China. And the person told me that we can create a Chinese version of the game board. And we can also publish the characters out of this drama. And we are talking with KBS to have a merchandising products. Once we have once we can finance the merchandising, we can go farther than that. And many people are looking forward to the results of the 4D, including SK broadband.
Very much. Due to time constraints, we're going to have to close our Q&A session for now. But if you have any more remaining questions, you could utilize the time for your lunch, right? As you share lunchtime together, you could have more conversation and questions on these works. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we give a big round of applause one more time to all 5 presenters. Thank you very much. So that was the drama section, and then in the afternoon awaiting is the presentations of 5 animation producers, which you could definitely look forward to listening to. So we will take a little break, actually an hour and a 10-minute break, and we'll be back at 1:30 p.m. sharp for the next presentations. Thank you everyone for being here with us, and we'll see you in the afternoon. Thank you.
Buyers and sellers around the world. Also, we have one-on-one online business meeting service for your success. Global broadcast and media trend begins here at the 14th International Busan Contents Market. Deep dive into BCM 2020 and take your chance to be more successful. Market for broadcast and media industry. The 14th International Busan Contents Market is going to be held online, a 40-day-long online market for trend leaders in global broadcast and media industry. Our virtual exposition is ready for more than 1,000 buyers and sellers around the world. Also, we have one-on-one online business meeting service for your success. Global broadcast and media trend begins here at the 14th International Busan Contents Market. Deep dive into BCM 2020 and take your chance to be more successful.